All right, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome everybody, and thank you for joining us for our first webinar for the Solarize Hood River County campaign. I can't tell you how excited I am to be here right now with you. This campaign has been a long time in preparation. There's a number of organizations involved, and so it's really great that the campaign has launched this week. I'm very excited to talk about what the campaign is and a little bit about solar, and get to know some of the folks on the line and see if we can answer some questions too. My name is Zach Snyder. I'm a program manager with the nonprofit Solar Oregon. And let's dive into our agenda. So we're going to start talking about the campaign, what is Solarize, and what you could expect if you participate and how to do that. Then we're going to go over some background information about solar and battery storage. So we'll go over a little bit about the technology, net metering, things like that. We're going to talk a little bit about what makes a site good for solar. This is for you to think about your own site, your own home, get some ideas, and help you assess that a little bit. Then we're going to talk about the great incentives that are available to help you go solar, including the discount related to the Solarize campaign. And we are going to finish up talking about how to sign up and what the installation process looks like. And we'll take a look at our installation partners, the contractors that are part of the campaign. After the webinar, we're going to run straight through all that content. And then we will take Q&A, and I really love to focus on Q&A, make this as interactive as possible. And so any questions that you have that you've brought to the webinar today or that come up for you during the event, would love to answer those at the end. And I'll show you what our Q&A box looks like and how to use that in just a second. First, let's introduce some of the organizations involved in this campaign. So Jenny, would you like to introduce Energy Trust, or I'm also happy to do that? Maybe I'll just jump in here. Energy Trust of Oregon is a key organization in this campaign. They are an independent nonprofit. They provide access to affordable, clean, and efficient energy for 1.6 million customers who are people who are customers of Portland General Electric, Pacific Power, Northwest Natural, Cascade Natural Gas, and Avista. They provide some really awesome solar incentives. So huge thanks to Energy Trust of Oregon for that, for supporting programs like Solarize and other programs that help people access solar and other clean energy technologies. Next, I'm going to hand it over to Eve Elderwell, who is with the Nextdoor key partner in Hood River County. Eve, do you want to give a quick intro?
Sure. Thanks so much, Zach. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for joining us on the first of several Solarize workshops over the next month. I'm Eve Elderwell, a program manager here at the Nextdoor. The Nextdoor is one of the largest nonprofit organizations in the Gorge region. We serve 7 counties spanning both the Washington and the Oregon side of the river, and have existed as an agency for over 50 years at this point, with a current staff body of over 80 staff, in addition to over 80 different funding streams and over 35 programs across both states. We serve yearly over 3,500 families through some of the departments that you see here on the slide. We serve them through family services, we serve families and youth, we provide treatment services, we do a lot of health promotion in the community, and we support with outreach such as this Solarize campaign. So happy to be here as a part of the outreach team for this event.
Thanks, Eve. And yeah, it's been really great to work with the Nextdoor, get to know you guys, and one key part of the campaign also is providing a lot of the information in Spanish to Spanish speakers. And so you guys have been helping a lot with that. So that's been really great. All right, next, I am going to kick it over to Lindsay, if you would like to introduce MCED, and then also on the next slide is the Energy Council.
Yeah, thanks, Zach. Thank you all for all the effort that's gone into planning and launching this campaign. Really excited to be here at our first workshop. So the Mid-Columbia Economic Development District has been a partner on this campaign. MCED is a local government that provides regional economic development for a 5-county bi-state region in Northern Oregon and Southern Washington, including Hood River County. What this looks like is creation of family wage jobs, diversification of the local economy, supporting business and industry growth and retention throughout our community. Part of this work is staffing the Hood River County Energy Council and providing support for other regional clean energy projects outside of Hood River County. Next slide.
Great. And then, yeah, there we go.
Thanks. And then the Hood River County Energy Council. This is a community-led advisory body that supports the implementation of the Hood River County Energy Plan. The energy plan was adopted by 4 governing bodies in Hood River County in 2018. So energy plan goals include replacing fossil fuel generated energy with clean renewable energy. Also improving resilience and energy independence by generating and storing energy locally. And specifically related to buildings in this campaign is reducing disparities in our community by increasing access to healthy, efficient homes, especially among low, moderate income and communities of color. In doing so, we help to reduce energy bills for energy burdened families in our community. And I do also want to highlight that this Solarize campaign plays a big part in the Hood River County Energy Council's 2022 to 2025 work plan.
Great, thanks, Lindsay. And like I said, I am a program manager with the nonprofit Solar Oregon. We are a statewide nonprofit. We're relatively small, but we've been around for 43 years, and I've been with Solar Oregon for the past 3. We focus on increasing the adoption of solar energy and related technologies like energy storage through education, outreach, community building, and advocacy. We are, I'm very excited to be part of Solarize campaigns. We also put on solar tours, including a large zero energy homes tour each October called the Go Zero Tour. And we also have how to go solar and storage workshops for communities across the state for home and business owners to learn a lot of what you're going to learn today about the technology and the incentives and the process for going solar. And I have the great privilege of talking to a lot of folks about solar and helping them on their solar journey. Just a quick note of housekeeping. We are on the Zoom platform, and as I mentioned, we have a Q&A box. Please put your questions in the Q&A box and not the chat box. If you don't see the Q&A box, you may have to mouse over your screen until you see your menu, and then you should see an icon that says Q&A. And again, we'll be looking for those throughout, so just put them in there whenever you have the question. We'll put links in the chat box. And so you can look for that there, and also please use the chat box. But if you have questions, just put them in the Q&A box. I am going to launch a couple of polls because I like to get to know where folks are joining from and some things about you and your familiarity with solar. So if you would, I just launched our first poll asking where you're joining from. We're kind of going from more specific to less specific. So if you don't see your city or town in the first few options, you can look at Hood River County, Columbia River Gorge, Oregon generally, Washington, etc. All right, we have got, you guys are pretty quick. Let's go ahead and end that poll. And looks like we got a lot of folks in Hood River, which is great. I have a couple other polls. I also have a demographics poll I'm going to launch real quick. It's a few questions, so I'm going to leave it up for just a minute. And thank you so much. These are the polls we're not going to share out. And I see we just ticked up a number, so welcome to whoever just joined us. All right, I'm going to go ahead. Thank you guys for that. And I've got one last poll before we actually jump in. And this is probably the most important one. How familiar are you with solar and battery storage? So there's two questions: solar, battery storage, from very unfamiliar to very familiar, or even you already have solar. All right. Oh, good. We have everybody. You guys are very quick. Thank you so much. And I'm going to just share this out. This is great. Looks like a lot of folks are somewhat familiar. Some folks are either very or somewhat very familiar, or somewhat unfamiliar. And I hope that we all can level up our knowledge today. That's the goal. So without any further delay,